Good morning, children. How are you? Hope you all are fine. Today we are going to talk about punctuation. While speaking or writing, you can make pauses and stop. Without punctuation marks, it is very difficult to understand things because there will be no pause, no expressions. So that is why punctuation marks are very important in the English language. While writing, we use punctuation marks. Punctuation marks used in writing to separate parts of sentences and make the meaning clear. Now, let us see some example. The panda eats, shoots and leaves. Does it make any sense? Well, when we say, we use certain pauses, some expressions to make the other persons understand. The panda eats, shoots and leaves. These pauses or symbols are called punctuation. Now let us see the first punctuation marks, that is full stop. A sentence always ends with a full stop. A full stop is a small dot which is placed at the end of the sentence. Let us see some examples. My name is Sheetal. At the end of the sentence, we put full stop. You may go through the rest of the examples. Now the next is question mark. A question mark is written at the end of a sentence that asks a question. Let us see some more examples. What is your name? At the end of the sentence, we put question mark. You may go through the rest of the examples. Now, let us see apostrophe. Apostrophe is generally used to show the position of nouns and to show the omission of letters. Basically, makes the sentence shorter. It looks similar to a comma. An apostrophe is placed after a word used at the top. For example, this is Rohan's book. The book belongs to Rohan. Now, the next example is can and not, which are two words. I can make them short using apostrophe. So I write can't. Now let us see the next punctuation marks. It is comma. The comma is an internal punctuation marks. It adds clarity to a sentence. Let us see some examples. I love to eat apple, mango and grapes. Commas are used to separate a series of words in a sentence. Now let us see quotation marks. Quotation marks are used with direct quotes. Quotation marks help us to know when someone is speaking. Let us see some examples. Ritika said, it's a lovely day. It's a lovely day is in quotation marks. Now, the next is exclamation mark. An exclamation mark indicates strong emotion such as anger, fear, love, etc. For example, wow, that's a beautiful dress. Did you understand, children? Now, let us see what book says. Let us begin lesson 26, punctuation. The symbols which modify and clarify the meaning of a sentence are called punctuation marks. Punctuation means the marks used in writing that divide sentences and phrases. We use these marks in sentences to make the meaning clear. The following are the main punctuation marks. Number 1, full stop. Number 2, comma. Number 3, semicolon. Number 4, colon. Number 5, question mark. Number 6, exclamation mark. And number 7, apostrophe. Let's begin number 1, full stop. Okay? A sentence always begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. We use full stop at the end of all assertive or imperative sentences. As, this is my photograph. Which sentence is this, children? Assertive sentence. It starts with a capital letter T and ends with a full stop. The next sentence, open the window. Which sentence it is? Imperative sentence. Start with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Now let us see comma. This is how a comma looks. Okay? The comma is used to show a little pause. It is used A, to separate a series of words in the same construction as we purchase spices, bread, butter, fruit and vegetables. Always remember, children, we usually use the word and in place of a comma before the last word in a series or list. B, to separate each pair of words joined by and, as man and woman, young and old, rich and poor must visit the exhibition. Okay, to separate each pair of words joined by and, man and woman joined by and, young and old joined by and, rich and poor joined by and. Now next, C. To separate a direct quotation from the rest of the sentence as, she said to me, I do not believe you. Quotation word is there, okay, children, comma, and I do not believe you, it is in quotation marks. D. To mark of words used in addressing people as, how are you, Sarita? After Sarita, question, because we are asking the question here. And how are you? After that, comma. We will put a comma and how are you, Sarita? Then question mark. Now, this is how a semicolon looks like. The semicolon represents a longer pause than a comma. It is used to separate the clauses of compound sentences. Let's see the example. She was a virtuous, kind-hearted lady and we all respected her. At the end of the sentence, full stop. After virtuous, comma, and after lady, semicolon is there. The next. This is how a colon looks like. The colon represents a more complete pause than the semicolon. It is used A. to introduce a quotation as Albert Einstein says, colon, mark is there, then inverted comma, science without religion is lame, religion without science is blind, and inverted comma close and put the full stop. B. Before enumeration, examples, etc. as the main kinds of sentences in English are assertive sentences, interrogative sentences, imperative sentences, and exclamatory sentences. Now children, in this sentence, after R, we put the colon. Number 5, question mark. All of you know about the question mark. When we ask a question, at the end of the sentence, we put the question mark. The question mark is used after a direct questions as, what are you doing? Which mark it is, children? Question mark. Where are you going? So which mark it is? Question mark. So starts with the capital letter and ends with a question mark. Now number 6, exclamation mark. The exclamation mark is used at the end of the words that show joy, sorrow or wonder. These words are called interjections. It shows the strong feeling, expresses the wonder, sorrow or joy. For example, hurrah! We have won the match. Which mark, children, here? Exclamation mark. And after exclamation mark, we will start with the capital letter W. Okay. The next sentence. Alas, she is sick. Alas. After that, which mark, children, here? Exclamation mark. And after that, when we start the sentence with the capital letter S. Okay. She is sick. And put the full stop. This is how apostrophe looks. The apostrophe is used to show generally a position of noun or pronouns or to show omission of letters. Number 8, to show positions as this is Ravi's dictionary. So here what is this? Apostrophe. This is Ravi's dictionary. The dictionary belongs to Ravi. Number B, to form the plural of letters and figures as add 2 sevens and 6 fours. C, to show that a letter is missing or some letters are missing as do not, don't, cannot, can't, let us, let's, it is, we will write it's. Now let's begin exercises which is given on page number 117. Exercise A. Put appropriate marks to punctuation at the end of the following sentences. So children, in your book it is given number 1. These garments are mine. What you have to do? What the question has asked? Put appropriate marks of punctuation at the end of the following sentences. So, number 1 sentence is, these garments are mine. Which punctuation marks you will put, children? Full stop. So, after mine, put the full stop. Number 2, what can I do for you? Which punctuation marks, children, here? Question mark. Because it has asked the question. What can I do for you? So at the end of you, which mark you will put? Question mark. Number 3. Did he come here yesterday? Which mark, children? Question mark. This also asks as a question. So put here question mark. Number 4. Do not make a noise. Which sentence it is? Imperative sentence. So put the full stop. Number 5. There is a book on the desk. At the end, what you will put? Full stop. Now exercise B. Rewrite the following sentences by putting commas at appropriate places. Number 1. She wrote the letter neatly, correctly, speedily and legibly. So after neatly put the comma. After correctly put comma. Okay. And speedily and legibly, after that full stop. Number 2. India, China, Pakistan, Bhutan and Nepal participated in the conference. So after India, put the comma. After China, put the comma. After Pakistan, put the comma. And then Bhutan and Nepal participated in the conference. Full stop. Number 3. We visited Agra, Mathura, Allahabad and Lucknow. So after Agra, put the comma. After Mathura, put the comma. Then Allahabad and Lucknow, put the full stop. Number 4. My hobbies include reading, traveling, singing and internet surfing. So after reading, children, put the comma here. After traveling, insert a comma here. Okay. Singing and internet surfing. After that, full stop. Number 5. You must include milk, yogurt, cheese and butter in your diet. So after milk, put the comma, children, in your book. After yogurt also, put the comma. Cheese and butter in your diet. After that, put the full stop. Let's start exercise C. Rewrite the following sentences by putting semicolon or colon at appropriate places. Number 1. Thomas Jefferson says, put the colon, I like the dreams of the future better than the history of the past. So children, put the colon after says. Why? The colon represents a more complete pause than the semicolon. It is used to introduce a quotation. Number 2. She was a virtuous, kind-hearted lady. and we all respected her. After lady, put the semicolon. The semicolon represents a longer pause than a comma. It is used to join closely linked clauses which can stand as independent sentence. It is used to separate the clauses of compound sentences also. Number 3. Their subjects this year are the following: English, Mathematics, Commerce and Social Studies. So children, put the colon after the following. Colon represents a more complete pause than the semicolon. Number 4. Addison says, colors speak all languages. So colors speak all languages, it is given in quotation. After says, children, put the colon. Now next, number 5. Napoleon Hill says, if you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. So after says, put the colon, because colon represents a more complete pause than the semicolon and it is used to introduce a quotation. Now exercise D. Can you rewrite and punctuate the sentences below? Number 1. Can you see the 3 tools on her belt? So children, number 1, when you write the answer, write C with the capital letter. Can you see the 3 tools on her belt? And after belt, put the question mark. Number 2, what is this? She cried. Now what is this? When you write the answer, begins with a double inverted comma. What is this? After that, put the question mark, close the inverted comma and then write she cried and put the full stop. Number 3. She is using a spade, trowel and magnifying glass. Your answer is, write she, S with the capital letter, is using a spade, put a comma, towel and magnifying glass, after that put the full stop. Number 4. What do you think she is looking at? So children, begins with the capital letter W. What do you think she is looking at? And after at, which punctuation marks you will put? Question mark. Number 5. She is wearing a hat, boots and gloves for protection. Now again, begin with the capital letter S. She is wearing a hat, put a comma, boots and gloves for protection and put the full stop after protection. Now joy drill, which is given on page number 118. Recognize me. You use me, separate a series of words in a sentence. I am a comma. Number 2. You use me at the end of questions. I am question mark. Number 3. Use me at the end of an assertive or imperative sentence. I am full stop. Number 4. Use me after interjections. I am exclamation mark. So in the blanks, children, you write your answer. Number 1 is comma. Number 2 is question mark, number 3 is full stop, and number 4 is exclamation mark. Dear children, complete all the exercises in your book and learn, and take care. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.